Peace and blessings, and welcome to the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. This episode is brought to you by Transparent Credit Repair, the superheroes of the financial literacy and credit repair world. If you're looking for somebody to help you get out of debt, help you open up your wallet to receive money instead of opening up your wallet to pay bills, contact Transparent Credit Repair at 862-250-5122, and you can also reach them at www.transparentcreditrepair.com. Tell them Heritage Hip Hop sent you and get something special in return. This episode, we go to the bricks. That's right, Newark, New Jersey, and we interview a legend from Newark, one of the more prolific voices from the city that you may or may not know of. And if you don't know him, you're whack. You're very corny for that. Runt Dawg from Gilla House comes to Heritage Hip Hop not only to talk about his place in hip hop history, but what Brick City hip hop is and what happens when you follow your dream. Pay close attention to this, because maybe your favorite rapper took a L to this rapper right here. I ain't saying no names. You have to listen to the interview to get that information. But before we get there, shout out to Brick Mob. Shout out and rest in peace to Gov Mattic, my man Buddha Monk, everybody out there that's part of this story. Without further ado, I present to you this great interview, and I will come back with the rest of my commentary when it's over.
Peace and blessings, everybody. This is Karev from Heritage Hip Hop, and I'm talking to somebody who embodies New Jersey hip hop. Before I let him introduce himself, just let me say not only is it an honor to speak to you, but this was something in the years of making, and thank you for making one of my bucket list interviews come true. Please introduce yourself to the people.
Yeah. This is the Gilla House Gorilla, Runt Dawg. Huh? Gilla House in the building, Brick City Heritage, hip hop in the building, R.I.P. Gov Mattic, salute Wayne Danes and all the Williams boys, all the WBs, Nicaragua in the building, Gilla House in the building. You already know.
Hey, man, thank you for coming on Heritage Hip Hop. Like I said, this was a dream come true for me, and I thank you for giving me the opportunity to have one of your few interviews. I mean, I'm really appreciative.
It's my pleasure, man. It's my pleasure all day long, man. I ain't doing too much. It's my pleasure, bro. Trust me.
Right.
We could have got this done years ago. We should have got it done years ago. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Ain't no time like the present, right?
Right, everything happened in God's time. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So let's go into it, because if everybody don't know who Runt Dawg is, do your history. We're not here to catch y'all up. We're here to talk hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But for those who don't know, tell them your extensive history of how many years you've been at the game of rhyme saying.
All right. So you can really, like, if you want to check me out, you can just go on www.runtdawg.blogspot.com just to get that out the way, to see an interview that I did with my man Lefty, Lucky Lefty, salute Lucky Lefty. But yeah, man, I wrote my first rhyme like that. I always loved hip hop. You know what I'm talking about? I always loved hip hop, and I could always recite my favorite rappers' rhymes without a flaw. You know what I'm saying? And my favorite rappers was Scarface, of course, EPMD back then. You know what I'm saying? But my first rhyme I wrote was in 1992, man, 1992. You know what I'm saying? I was in Essex County Jail, and there was this kid up there, man. And I was, I was amazed at how he was captivating everybody. But to me, like, he was corny as hell. You know what I'm saying? He was like rapping like Das Effects, with, I'm talking about rapping with the iggity and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like really like stealing their shit. And dudes was like coming to the day room. They like, yo, he nice. I'm like, man, that motherfucker ain't nice, man. Can I curse? I can curse, right?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, all right. Yeah, so I'm like, man, that motherfucker ain't nice, man. That nigga corny as hell, man. So I'm saying to my, like, I used to go back to my cell, like, yo, I could say something better than that, man. I could say, you know what I'm saying? I started reciting shit that I could say back to myself, like, yo, that'd be dope and shit. So that's why I first started writing down little lines and bars. And I came home from jail, and I wanted to impress my big brother Gov Mattic and my brother Wayne Danes. They been rhyming. They always been rhyming. I was just like the kid sitting on the side, and getting in trouble and shit. But I came home and wrote and said some of the rhymes that I was writing while I was in the county, and they was like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? Keep writing, bro. You nice. I'm thinking they gassing me. But my man DJ Jamal back then, number 9, he had put me on his mixtapes, like, and I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had no real experience with rocking, but I just went in Gov house and did a couple of rhymes over some beats, and DJ Jamal put him on his mixtapes, on the DJ Jamal mixtapes, man. Them shits was hitting the hood. Niggas was loving my shit. And I was like, oh, that made me want to keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My first experience with Runt Dawg was the Family Day record.
Oh, yeah. You know what about that song, man? I think I told somebody that was supposed to be a song with me and Redman, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was supposed to be me and Redman's song. So, it just so happened that night I was with Young Z. Cause I used to be going up to our house all the time. I used to be with them dudes all the time. Like, they had one time they made me like a honorary member of the Outsiders, but I went to jail and shit when they really took off. But yeah, man, I was with Young Z, and then Gov was like, yo, come down to the studio. Red gonna come down here. Y'all gonna get this song done. So I just so happened to come down there. I had Z and Pace with me. You know what I'm saying? I had Z and Pace with me, and then I don't know how Tame and them. I don't even know how everybody just met up down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tame was there. Rod Digger was there. I don't know why she didn't get on the song and shit. Rod Digger was down there. My brother James he was down there too. He didn't get on the song either. Matt Sewell was down there. He didn't get on the song. Like, that was supposed to be me and Redman's song. So that's why, if you go back and listen, I spit 2 verses on it. I'm the only person that spit 2 verses.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was the song we was doing. And then, like, them dudes, he put them dudes on there after me. Like, Gov put them on there after me. He formatted it to make it a Family Day song, but that ain't what it was. That's not what we went down there intending to do. We went down there intending to have a song with me and Redman. I did my verse, and Red went right after me, and then I did another verse, and then instead of Red coming on, I never heard the song again until it came out, and it had everybody on it. But we was all down there, like, that's how we used to roll anyway, you know that. We used to be down there deep, like everybody was, everybody had rhymes in the stash ready to go. So after he made the Family Day song out of it, I was shocked. Yeah.
Yo, that's a classic song though, cause that's back in the era where the feature was special, and then they had a whole city behind you. It was like, yo, this nigga Runt got something going on right now, you know?
Yo, we didn't know. I think we didn't know what we had, man. Gov knew and Red knew. But the rest of us, we didn't know what we had, man, because the Outsiders hadn't popped off yet. The Artifacts they kind of like came and went by that time. When we did that in 97. Right? I think that was in 97 we did that. And the Artifacts came out like 94. Like they first joint, Wrong Side of the Track and all that came out like 94. Yeah, so by the time their second album came, I ain't gonna say they came and went because they had more joints, but like, their initial big hit had died down a little bit, and Rod Digger wasn't out yet. 97, she wasn't out yet. She didn't come out. Outsiders and Rod Digger didn't come out till I went to jail in 98. When I went to jail in 98, I was in Craft and I heard Rod Digger on the radio with the with Busta Rhymes and shit. I'm like, yep.
But you know what's dope about getting to talk to Runt Dawg? Runt Dawg is Brick City. You know what I'm saying?
All day long, man. You know that.
But I didn't have Runt Dawg in Brick City. I heard Runt Dawg in Plainfield. And people in Plainfield was talking about Runt Dawg.
Oh, yeah.
People in the field was like, yo, Red nice as hell, but yo, did you hear this right here? And I was like, did I hear what? And they played Family Day. And they was like, yo, this Runt nice, bro. You don't know Runt? You live out there. What's up with Runt? And I was like, I don't know Runt. And they was like, yo, check out this track. And then even as the story of who Runt Dawg is goes on, when you do your history, you're talking Brick Mob affiliation. What does it mean to have the Brick Mob behind you? And how did Brick Mob make you the better MC than just a rhymer on the block?
Yo, you know what it was? Being that Gov, you know what I'm saying? Being that big bro was like a founding member of Brick Mob. He always pushed me to do everything I did, man. And I said it in my interview with Lucky Lefty. I'm like, everything I know when it comes to music, it all come from Gov, man. You know what I'm saying? It all come from Gov. Like, sorry about that. He the one that put everybody together. Like Ra, Gimme, Sig, all them dudes is like, they came up under Gov and his tutoring. I was going to jail a lot back then, man, because I was really like in the streets. I was really like in the streets for real. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm one of the ones that raps about it, but I lived it too much. And it kept me away from a lot of my what do they call it? My opportunities. Yeah, a lot of my opportunities got missed, man, because I was, you know what I'm saying? I was too much in the streets. But anyway, yeah, Brick Mob was the Hawthorne crew, you know what I'm saying? Brick Mob was the Hawthorne crew, but it was really like Gov was the head. Gov had branched off from Deep Don, and that's when he started the Brick Mob thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Brick Mob, when Diesel Don and the Governor was together, it wasn't no Brick Mob yet. When Gov and D Don split the first time, that's when Sig came into the picture, and him and Gov started up the Brick Mob thing. Sig was like the money man, and Gov was the talent man. You know what I'm saying? He found all the talent: De Niro, Dange, Freaka, myself, Swan Stigger, Desert Set, the Nasty Niggettes, my man down from, you know him too, I call him Nephew. I forget. But he's from down the community. Like, Go was finding mad people, mad talent. Desert Set, yeah, that's Marky, that's Redman cousin Marky, and my man, shit, Ray Buddha. Yeah, Buddha Monk, that's it, you got it. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so, Gov was finding all of them, man. And he was putting crews together. And that was the Brick Mob, man. When I came home, I went to prison in 93. When I came home in 96, Brick Mob was already formed. They had albums out. I came home, I went to the Pipeline. Gov and them had got me down to the Pipeline to get on stage. The night I came home, it was Freaka's birthday. And, we was down there tearing it down and shit. And, I was hearing all the songs they was playing, Wildin' on the Set, and all the Brick Mob songs. I'm like, damn, like, and everybody in the whole Pipeline was reciting the rhymes with them. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I knew that they made a mark out there, man, and I respected it. So, you know, that's where the Brick Mob thing come from. I'm just, you know, it's in my blood. That's Big Bro. Anything that got something to do with him is running through my veins too, you know?
Yeah, we're going to hit that in a minute. We're going to do some more reminiscence. I remember when I was on Osborne Terrace, my grandmother used to live down there, right? And the Brick Mob store was like the biggest thing going on around Urban Turner in that area over there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And one thing about being an MC or a person in hip hop, you have to run the city to have that respect. When did you know that you had the heart of the city with you and everybody was watching you to become great?
96 is when I did Who Got the Skunk, right? Now, remember I told you the DJ Jamal was number 9. That's Weekway section to the heart. That's Brick City, but that's really Weekway section to the heart. So, messing around with number 9, I had the Weekway section. But I'm coming around there not as no rapper, just as being the person that I am. And then I was just a dude from the streets that people knew could rap a little bit. But then in 96, when 96 came, and I came home and I seen all the doors open, and you know how Redman had the doors all the way wide open for us. Diesel Don and the Governor album came out, everything was wide open for us. So when I came home in 96 and I did Who Got the Skunk, and I did like 4 or 5 other songs, I did like a little EP, and that shit was all over Newark. Everywhere I went, people knew about that it was a tape back then. Everywhere I went, people knew about that tape. They was singing the lyrics. People still talk about that to this day, man. People still talk about Runt. I remember you said Who Got the Skunk. I'm like, damn, that's like 1996, man. But they remember it, bro. They remember it. Because people remember back then. Those are some good times, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of when I first knew, 96. But it was hard for me to leave the streets alone, man. So, you know, when I went to prison I went back to prison in 98. And I did a long stretch. I did 7 years and 5 months. And that's when I came home, focused on music only. And I started working in the Brick Mob store, and I started doing my real music, you know what I'm saying? Like, not playing around no more, like really trying to do it.
Yeah. The OGs even give you your props, because the name you may remember, Shaw Skills, Elizabeth Avenue. Familiar?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. That's family, yeah.
Exactly. And that's my man. And Shaw Skills will talk about you and Gov and the movement. And see, the one thing that most MCs don't understand today, because everybody want to get on their phone and rap, and that's hot. But they don't know about the legwork. They don't know about the training. They don't know about being in the dungeon and being groomed to be that voice.
That's
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
man. Yep.
Your voice is synonymous with the punch and the kick of a lyric. How did you own that style and not just be somebody who was just nice?
Yo, man, you know what? It took, and you'll hear some other MCs say this, man, and I ain't ashamed to say it. Like, I took parts from my favorite rappers, and made it mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, not like I stole from them, but I let what the hell? I let their influence on me rub off. Like, my favorite rapper right now is Corrupt, right?
Okay.
I always was a dude, just like Gov, just like Red, like we be having weird MCs as our favorite. Not that Corrupt is weird, but he's not the popular
typical,
choice
right.
and shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my favorite rapper, Corrupt. I know all his rhymes, and so one time I was playing some music for this girl, and matter of fact, I was playing Corrupt music, and she was like, I said, you know who this is? She was like, yeah, that's you. I'm like, oh shit. I was honored by that, but I'm like, I didn't want to sound that much like him. You know what I'm saying? I just knew that, my favorite MCs, you was going to be able to tell who my favorite MCs was by the way I rhyme. Right? That's the best way I can say it. Like, I don't want to come out and be rapping so much like, Redman or Jay-Z that they like, man, this nigga sounds just like Redman or just like Jay-Z or whatever. And a lot of people don't know. Like, you'll see the boot camp click, right? And you'll see Buckshot Shorty, and then you'll hear the other dudes, and you'll be like, yo, they sound like Buckshot Shorty. You wouldn't know that he be like, you know what I'm saying? He vibe off them. Like, they all vibe off of each other. So if somebody say that I sound like Redman, they wouldn't know that, you know what I'm saying? Cause niggas that's inside the circle say Redman sound like me. You know what I'm saying? Cause niggas know, like we vibe off each other. We vibe off each other. And a lot of stuff that I said, Red done said, and a lot of shit that Red said, you might have heard me say or whatever. It might not have been on purpose, but that's how crews are. But, I was just saying, like, yeah, my favorite MC is Corrupt, and I think that, Corrupt, Scarface, Tupac, you know what I'm saying? They, when I write my rhymes and shit, I try not to sound like nobody, right? I try not to sound like nobody. But it's kind of strange how I'm trying to explain it. But I just try my best not to sound exactly like nobody. But I do make sure that they, like, sometimes I listen, like if I get writer's block, I'll listen to Corrupt shit. You know what I'm saying? I listen to Corrupt shit, I let that shit go out of my head. I'll listen to Corrupt shit, and then I get influenced by him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, the song he did with Pace One was really, really dope on the Pace One album.
I gotta hear that. I gotta hear it again. I ain't heard it in a minute. I've been listening to shit that he sent directly to me because I'm about to do a song with him. Like, matter of fact, my man K Rock. I started to interrupt you. My man K Rock just did 5 beats for him for his new album, and I'm trying to get a feature, man. I'm trying to get a feature. I got a song hell yeah, I got a song that him and Socrates did. Nobody never heard it. It's exclusive. I got it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah. Go ahead. See, my bad for interrupting you.
You are the embodiment of many, like, you know how they say your favorite rapper's favorite rapper?
Yeah.
There are so many people in Jersey who they be like, yo, who in Jersey influenced you? And everybody says Redman because, of course, Redman set the benchmark for opening the doors. Even though Red get a lot of hate, he is the benchmark to open up a lot of doors. Him and Tretch are, like, phenomenal all over the world. But then after that, in that middle ground, people, I know about 12 people offhand I can name. They'll be like, nah, Runt that nigga. Runt is the one that got me on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I want to shout out Ugg. Ugg put me down even that much more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's my cousin, man. That's my cousin.
Yeah, that's my man. Shout out to him.
Yeah, that's my cousin, man.
And he really let me hear songs, cadences, punchlines, and bar lines that made me go, you know what? There's people out here that's so dope that the world don't know how dope it is to have something like this in your back pocket. What does it mean for you to be a hip-hop gem that when uncovered, you blow people's understanding of what hip-hop is?
Yo, it make me feel like I accomplished what I meant to accomplish because I wasn't trying to it would have been nice to get some money. I got some money out of it and I still get a little money out of it. Like we got money recouping out of like iTunes and stuff like that for the new stuff that we doing. So besides that, that's all I looked for was my influence to shine, man. Like Busta Rhymes said, remember he said, I see my influence still shining. Remember Busta Rhymes said that?
Yeah.
He said that was a scenario. He said he sees influence still shining, and that's what I wanted to do, man. I wanted people to know, because from the minute I started writing rhymes, I wanted people to be able to be like, yo, that nigga's dope, man. That nigga's dope. And I'm gonna tell you like this, man. You know, Red is my family, man. But I know firsthand the nigga that Redman got his style from, and the nigga that he got his style from ain't even dope. But he's just somebody that he was a dude that was influential. So he wasn't dope lyrically, but he was just an influential dude. So Red, it's so much, man. If me and you were sitting face to face, one day when I come down there and see you, we gonna go eat or drink, and I'm gonna play something for you, and you're gonna be like, oh shit, you're right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
okay.
man.
Let's make history.
Yeah,
let's
man.
Let's flip it though.
Yeah, and that ain't no slap in the face to Red. That's just real.
Oh no.
People. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. That's called inspiration. Of course.
Yeah, man.
Of course. But let's flip it a little bit, because you're not average, so I can't ask you the average questions. I really wanted to go deep and really talk to you, because there's a stigma in New Jersey that I was talking to a person from New York, and they said when we heard Jersey, we didn't know shit about Jersey. We didn't know Jersey had different sections. We just thought Jersey was Jersey. We knew about Newark, we knew about Camden, and that was it. We didn't know about East Orange and stuff like that. So I want to ask you, as an MC that comes from Brick City, what is the difference between a Brick City, New Jersey MC and a New Jersey MC?
All right, I'm going to break it down for you right now. This is the two best examples I could give you. Double O, right? Double O is a Brick City MC.
Yes, he is.
Joe Buttons is a Jersey MC. Joe Buttons ain't Brick City. Joe Buttons is Jersey. You can hear it in his voice. You can see it in his persona, the way he acts, the way he talks to people. He ain't Brick City. You know what I'm saying? That's a perfect example I can give you right there. Like Joe Buttons is whatever, he cool or whatever, but he ain't Brick City. Like Brick City niggas got that touch to him that can't be duplicated. It could be imitated but not duplicated. It could be imitated but not duplicated. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I didn't say Redman, and the reason I didn't say Redman, and the reason I didn't say Tretch is because Tretch ain't from Newark. Tretch is a Brick City. Tretch is Brick City, but he ain't Newark. When Tretch first came out, he was saying even though he repped Illtown to the heart, he the hardest to ever rep Illtown, which is East Orange. He used to say he was from the bricks, and I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that even though Tretch used to be one of my favorite rappers, and that's my nigga, but he used to say Newark a lot. He used to say Newark a lot, and Queen Latifah used to say Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And Red got on. Red was living in New York when he got on. He wasn't even living nowhere near Jersey when he got on. You know what I'm saying? New York niggas put Red on. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So for a nigga like Dub O, he embodied Brick City, because that nigga is Newark to the heart. He'll tear your ass down in a battle, and he's thorough, and his story match everything that he's saying in his rhymes. You've never heard about him taking no crazy, you know what I'm saying, not to get personal with people, but you never hear about him taking no crazy rap nigga L's and shit like that. And that's my nigga and that's family. But for myself, I would say my story back my rhymes. You know what I'm saying? It's my story first and then my rhymes. That's what I would say. Because I've been through it all and shit. Like I've been shot, almost dead. I done did things that you know what I'm saying, that I probably could go to jail for if people found out about it. And I reformed my life. I got my shit together, and now things is different. You know what I'm saying? I live where it's nice, and you can't even hear nothing on my street. I'm sitting outside my car. You can't hear nothing.
Yeah, respect to you, man. I'm glad you're able to change your life to a way where it's better and you get to relax. Because we were never born to live in fear or live in survival mode. We were born to live and experience life and praise God in its totality. So I'm glad you're safe. That's the number one thing we're going to say before we continue.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No doubt.
I was near death a couple of times out there in Newark, man, trying to I don't know what I was trying to do. I was trying to beat Runt Dawg all the way to the till it killed me. I was trying to beat Runt Dawg till it killed me, man. And I ain't had to beat Runt Dawg till it killed me. You know what I'm saying? I could have been myself and entertained. That's what music is. Music is entertainment.
Yeah. Let's talk about the entertainment, because part of entertainment is being able to reach the masses. You're Mr. Jason Voorhees on the mic. Mr. Friday the 13th himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was playing Mortal Kombat 10 one day, right? Getting ready for your interview. And it was funny that Jason in the game has a move that when he's down, he gets back up, and then he can walk through any attack and crack your neck. Like he'll bring it to you. What makes Runt Dawg the unstoppable force of hip hop, just the same way Jason is?
I don't know, man. I think cause like I was just saying, my shit is real. Like Arsenal say, my shit is real, my shit is raw, my shit is authentic. Arsenal is my dude, man, and we're about to do something together too. But yeah, man, I think, you know, like I said, that shit can't be duplicated. It can be imitated, but not duplicated. If a person is authentic, you ain't gonna have to try to see if he's authentic or not. You're gonna know. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna know. It's gonna show. And so, I don't know, man. I've been through so much that it's gonna take a lot to knock me. It's gonna take a lot to keep me on my ass. I've been on my ass a couple of times, but it's gonna take a lot to keep me there. You know what I'm saying? Us dudes from where it's real at, we built for it, man. We built for it. We bounced back. And, you know, I done been, up, down, left, right, up, down, all that shit, man. And, I'm here to still talk about it, man. You're right. God is good, man. God is good all the time. I got to keep remembering that.
Being in the game, though, I'm sure there's people in the game who try to see who Runt Dawg is. What is the most important lesson that you taught an MC that tried to test you verbally?
Yo, this is the most important lesson that Redman taught me. And look, Keith Murray is my brother too. He is another one that wasn't ready for the lesson when it came. Always stay ready and prepared for whatever, man, because when I battled DMX, I was drunk, right? It's on VH1. It's on VH1 behind the music. DMX behind the music. If you go in there, you'll see Irv Gotti saying, yo, we sent X out there to tear niggas up. The first person you'll see him battling is me. And I was battling DMX in the skate key in the Bronx, right? And I was prepared, but I was drunk, so I did something that you never do in a rap battle. I said the same rhyme twice. You never do that. That's a no-no. I said my rhyme, right? The rhyme was killer. DMX went, he said, I had him digging into his album. I had DMX going into his album rhymes, right? He was digging into his album rhymes. And then Gov came, and because when I was rapping, I was hitting DMX, and he had on a bear tech. Remember them coats, them puffy coats? Yeah. He had one of them on. So when I'm hitting him in the chest, every time I say a punchline, I was hitting him in the chest, and it was making a noise. So I don't know what was up. But Gov grabbed me like, yo, don't hit the nigga, just rhyme. And it kind of threw me off, right? Kind of threw me off and shit. So I started saying the rhyme over from scratch. Now these battle rap do it. The battle rappers today, they do it. They do it. Back then you couldn't do that. You couldn't say the same rhyme that you just said. You couldn't start from the beginning. And that's what I tried to do. And Redman was booing me. I'm talking about Red. We was in the VIP section in the skate key, so it wasn't no big mass audience. It was just like 12 of us. You know what I'm saying? But these is all MCs. It was me. I know you know who Loose Cannon is, right? All right, Loose Cannon was there. Fucking Keith Murray, Rockwaller was there. But yeah. Always stay on point and be ready, man. Never intoxicate yourself to the point where you're going to be off point. That's what I would say. That's a big lesson I learned. Coming to a situation where it's other MCs and I drank myself so much that I can't remember the rhyme I'm saying, that I start saying it twice. So when Keith Murray battled Homeboy recently, it was a case of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He had a little bit too much to drink or whatever before the battle started. And you could tell it showed in his performance. So that's what I would say, man. Always stay ready for your performance. And let me tell you what else. It happened to me again, man. I didn't learn that lesson. It happened to me again. We was in Philly and shit. And that was the last time it happened to me. We was in Philly and I was like kind of surprised that Red put me on the stage because I didn't think he was gonna do that because I had been drinking all day, and he threw me on the stage a cappella, and I forgot my rhyme, and the nigga started booing me, man.
Wow.
That was bad. Yeah, as is was there.
Wow. You know what's beat though? The story I heard about you battling DMX, I heard you dugging his ass though.
I did, man. I did. That's the only mistake I made was that I started the rhyme over. I started the rhyme that I said already. I started it over. You can't do that. You know, like I said, the battle rap niggas today, they do it. He'll start rhyming, and then the crowd will start booing, and he'll start back over from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy how they do it now. It wasn't like that when I was coming up. And this was in the late '90s. I battled DMX Super Bowl Sunday, 1998 Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah,
what did you walk away with that experience? Did you get any? I mean, you said you messed up, but you must have got the respect of people there because you made him go into his album to pour his rhymes. What did people tell you afterwards, though?
The crew I was with, let me finish telling you a little bit of that story, how it finally turned out. So I started saying the same rhyme again, right? So Red grabbed me like, yo. He was like, boo, we heard that one, right? And people started laughing. So here I go. When people started laughing, they was laughing at the fact that Red stopped me. I'm taking it like they laughing at me. So I jumped on the table, bro. And kicked the Heineken into the fucking girl. This was a Def Jam seminar. I kicked the fucking Heineken into the girl from Def Jam. I kicked it into her face. And we started fighting with the bouncers, right? So we started fighting with the bouncers. We all got tossed up out of it. We fighting with each other, fighting with the bouncers. And then I'm sitting outside on the curb. It was like I said, it was Super Bowl Sunday, so it was brick cold outside. I'm sitting outside on the curb with no jacket on. Rockwall and Redman telling me to get in the car. And then the guy came out and was like, yo, where's Gov at? They want him on stage. And all of us forgot everything and ran back in there and tore that shit down. Sig was there too. Word up, man. That was one of the best experiences of my life, man. We ran back in there, tore that shit down like nothing ever happened. And at the end of the night, DMX came up to me and he was like, yo, man, I used to be just like you. Cause I said I was so drunk that I started wilding. So he said to me like, yo, I used to be just like that. I used to be wilding too and shit. This is when DMX I think he had just got signed. Like he didn't even have Get At Me Dog wasn't even out yet. You know what I mean? And I found out that he went into his to his album lyrics when I heard his album, cause we videotaped that, and that's why I said you'll see it on VH1 behind the music. You'll see me at the skate key battling DMX. You'll see it.
That's very authentic, man. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Man.
See, your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Because stories like that, unfortunately, is the legacy of New Jersey hip-hop. From stories I heard of Big Daddy Kane not rhyming after people at Symphony Hall to people's favorite MCs coming to Jersey and getting their bars up because they're not as nice as they think they are. There's a lot of stories of that. And you have oh, go ahead.
I said people getting their chain popped, all that.
Yeah. And I mean, that comes with not only being able to spit bars, but live your lyrics. Whether you're living for the worst or the best, you live in them.
Right. Yeah.
Part of being able to be lyrical is being a monster every time you touch the mic. Your voice and Wayne Danger's voices are some of the prominent juggernaut voices in hip-hop. The Wills brothers is serious when it comes to the microphone. How do y'all make each other better?
Yo, we push each other, man. Just like when I'm in the studio with Red and Reddy Rock or Keith Murray or whoever. Anytime you in the studio, if you a real MC to the heart, if you care about it that much, you don't want to, not that you're in competition, but you don't want to be outdone. You know what I'm saying? And the thing I don't like is the shit like LL did with Cannabis, where he laid his verse, and then Cannabis laid his verse, and then he went back and changed his verse. I don't like that shit right there. You know what I'm saying? That right there is corny. I didn't like that LL did that. He should have just kept his first verse on there because, you know what I'm saying? Don't wait till he do his and then you go back in there and do yours and don't give him a chance to go do his. I know other people that did that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know other people that did that and it's corny to me. But back to the question, me and Wayne Dang is hip hop to the heart, man. It's in our blood. So when we go in the studio, I write rhymes. It's like me and him going against each other, but we not. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're going against each other, but we're not. With Redman too, with Ready Rock, whoever. When we go in the studio, you trying to be the dopest nigga on that track. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be the dopest nigga on there. And so I just don't like when we go in there and we do it, and you do it from the heart, and then you go back and start changing shit because you didn't get a chance to shine the way you wanted to. And if that's the case, let the other people go back through then.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You're gonna go back and edit it, yeah.
Okay. See, for everybody out there who doesn't know, Double O, who you referenced earlier, has an album out called The Huntsman Volume 1, which actually won one of the Album of the Year or Project of the Year awards on the Heritage Hip Hop Awards.
Get out of here.
And there's a song on there with you, Wayne Danger, and Double O. And when I played that song for some people, they wanted that song on a movie soundtrack ASAP because that song changed the game for a lot of people because they didn't hear that sound in a while. Mm-hmm. What makes your hip hop living and not just a fad or a trend?
I can say that. I try to write my verse to be timeless. You know what I'm saying? I try to make it be timeless. So I had this same talk with Red. We was going over some songs, and Red had said something about Bow Wow and the lottery ticket, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I said to him, I was like, yo, don't you know that when you say that shit in 2020, that people are gonna know that you wrote this rhyme back then? You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta try to stay current. You gotta try to stay current with your punchlines and your metaphors and your similes. Try to stay current with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I try to do. Like, I try to be timeless. I like not talk about something that's gonna be remembered as 2020 only.
Right.
Try to say something that's like timeless. Like it don't have no nothing attached to it that's gonna make you say, oh, he said this, that, and the other. Oh yeah, I remember that back in like 2004 or 2010.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to explain, but I know you know what I'm talking about because you live it too. You know what I mean? You live it too.
Music without an expiration date. Yeah.
That's right, man. That's right.
So let's take it to something that you made with no expiration date. It's Mr. Williams to You, which is a groundbreaking project when it comes to Jersey hip hop and hip hop period. That project reintroduced people to what bars are. Not was, what bars are. And I mean, on that project, from the singles to the album cuts, it was all about gut punches. And I wanted to know, when that album or when that project came out, how did the landscape change for you and how did people start coming back to you based on it?
All right. So what it was what I was trying to not do was get caught up in the thing of trying to chase some kind of hit single that was gonna like something that's like I'm chasing to try to please the masses. You know what I'm saying? So that's what me and Doc talk about a lot is your core audience, the people that have been following you. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you know they want to hear. And so that's what I tried to do, man. I tried to those songs collected from like that album came out 2016. So those songs was collected around 2014, 15, and then we put it out in 16. So the way I was living at that moment and those songs, like I turned those songs into Red, right? And there's a bunch of songs that he didn't put on that album that's still dope. Like to me, they still dope, but I wouldn't try to put them out now because it's 4 years later. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't control that part. I wish I did control what came out and what didn't come out. But unfortunately that ain't my department. That goes to the people that make those decisions. So we working right now with Gilla House, which is Redman, and Riveting Entertainment is the label that he is rocking under. So that's what he run everything past them. And that album was right when when he got that deal. So that album helped him get that deal because, you know what I'm saying, we had the Ready Rock sample bag, and then we had my shit. And then Red put out Mudface. You remember that? Mudface?
Of course.
All right, yeah, so that was all around the same time. So that solidified his distribution deal through Riveting. And I'm saying all that to say I don't make the decision what come out when. I just do the songs. I go in there and I do how many I do. And then when Red tell me it's time to get him turned in, I turn him into him. And then he go from there. So right now I got well, we ain't get to this yet, but we getting to it. So go ahead. My bad.
No, it's all good because I gotta tell you, it's Mr. Williams to you is my shit. And he ain't shit or what's all the noise about, dirty, hungry. Like, it's too many songs to go through, but I knew that album was special when everybody, Red was shouting it out on course already, but everybody was like, yo, did you hear that Runt Dawg yet? Like, it was like the name came back and then the rush came back. You see what I'm saying?
Good shit, man. Yeah, man. I feel good about that too, man. I just don't like waiting so long, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did put another project out, which is Friday the 13th Part 4. But like we should have jumped right back we should have jumped right back in it. Oh yeah, and I gotta make sure I don't leave out my man Deadeye. Because I've been saying a lot of shit, I've been leaving Deadeye out of it. I can't do that because Red is a busy man. And so Deadeye is really the one. Deadeye is really the one that's really pulling the strings and making this shit happen. He got this shit on all the platforms, iHeartRadio. He got that shit everywhere. He got Mr. Williams to you on places that I didn't even know it was on. I got dudes writing me from the state pen. And, matter of fact, from the feds, my man wrote me from the feds and was like, yo, I got Mr. Williams you. How can I get the rest of the music? It's on iHeartRadio. I downloaded off, the kiosk. They got it in the prisons now where you can get people music off the kiosk and shit. So I'm like, damn. So I hit Deadeye up and I'm telling him, like, yo, my man just hit me from the, pen down in, Delaware. My man just hit me from the pen. He said he need more music. So Deadeye sent me the link. Like, it's up there. All we got to do is look for it. I'm like, cool. So I told my man about it. And so he going to put the dudes up on it down in Delaware. So that's more downloads. You know what I'm saying? That's what we looking for.
Exactly. Making it happen. But I want to ask you a question. What's up with Gray Out? Gray Out threw me off.
Nah. You got to disregard that, man. You got to disregard the Gray Out, man. That's my dude, right? That was my dude. That's my dude. He got some mental issues though. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy down in Boston, and he like a real big fan. I ain't gonna call him a stan, but he's a real fan of hip hop. But he's just a young kid with some crazy ideas, and he moved too fast like that. You know what I'm saying? He'll move too fast, and he got me in a little bit of trouble with a couple of things by doing things that I told him not to do, and he did them anyway because he in his own world, man. So you gotta disregard that Gray Out shit. Disregard that.
Okay. So we ain't even going to talk about it. But what's the difference between the Friday the 13th and the Sour Power series?
Okay, the Friday the 13th is Runt Dawg, and the Sour Power is Gilla House. And now it's Gilla House and Wu-Tang, and it's Murder Mass. That's Deadeye, his people. That's Murder Mass. That's Terminology and all them down there in Boston. Them niggas is official.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Terminology, and I got a song with Rusty Jooks. And damn, I can't remember my man's name right now. It'll come to me. But yeah, all on this new album. Go ahead, I hear you.
Yeah, Rusty Jooks is a beast. Shout out to Jooks.
Yeah.
That whole Brooklyn boot camp thing is amazing. But see, I've been told this, and I want to know what your take on this is. A lot of people back in the day used to say that New York didn't fuck with Jersey and all this other stuff, right? And you come to find out that, especially Brooklyn, has a love affair with Brick City that's just so authentic. What makes Brick City and Brooklyn connect so well, in your opinion?
I think it's the gutterness, man. It's the gutterness and the griminess from Brooklyn. That's where Icarus from. That's where Icarus from, man. That's where Red was real deep into the Brooklyn stuff. That's where the Twins is from. You know what I'm saying? Red, the Twins. They both from Brooklyn. They twins. So they from Brooklyn. And Ick from Brooklyn, and Red spent a lot of time in Brooklyn in his early days. I think he had a couple of chicks over there, but he was finding artists from over there in Brooklyn. and they just mesh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got the same kind of visionary for each other. It ain't that pretty shit. It ain't that cute shit. It's the gutter, it's the Scarface niggas, and it's the niggas that it's the niggas with them ugly lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Even though Biggie came and changed the game, but look at Pop Smoke and them. You know what I'm saying? They took that drill music and they put their own spin on it and made it something that it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Because Chicago took the drill. Chicago came out with the drill music, and then it kind of died out until it went to the UK. But look what Pop Smoke, and they got more dudes over there now. I keep my eye on all of them. They got Fabio Foreign in them. I keep my eyes on them young dudes because they go hard for this. You know what I mean? I might not agree with some of the little dances they be doing or whatever, but that's their wave, that's their thing. I'm quite sure Run DMC fans didn't agree with us when we was doing our thing with the pants hanging off our ass and the boots and the you know what I'm saying, the army gear and all that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Times change. People got changed with the times. So
true.
So
I want to ask you. I want to ask you this question because it seems I wanted to ask you. Shout out to Red. I want Redman on Heritage Hip Hop. That's my favorite rapper of all time. That's my goat, and I really would like to sit down and talk with him. And I think, and I want to get your opinion because you're in his camp. I want to know. See, a lot of people get on Redman, and he becomes victim of the black tax. And the black tax is, well, what did you do for me? And he really doesn't have to do anything for you. And I've heard people say, well, he ain't put the city on, he ain't do that, but Redman did a hell of a lot. What do you say to the people? What do you say to the people who falsely or who get angry at him for not quote unquote putting the city on when he's the one who put Brick City on the map when it comes to hip hop?
I'm gonna say this: if Redman didn't pull the bricks, who did? Who did a better job than Redman of pulling the Brick City to the water and giving the dudes the opportunity to drink? It ain't his. It's not his obligation to make us drink. Only thing he had to do was lead us to the water, which he did. He led Diesel Don and the Governor. He led myself. He led his features on the Lords of the Underground. Even though they was the same time and they had hits and they was with Marley. It was Redman in their videos that gave them a more official stamp, and you could tell because Do It All to this day. I'm talking about this day before yesterday. He had Redman on his IG show. Yeah, to get it popping because that's how niggas stick together. When they meant to stick together, they stick together. And people that's looking for something for nothing is the ones that's gonna say Red ain't do nothing for nobody. I know for a fact the nigga belt me out of jail 9 times. The nigga done paid my mother's rent. You know what I'm saying? Like, Red is a good dude, man. That's my brother. He did so much for me. I cannot repay him back. It's nothing I could do to pay him back. He said the only thing he want me to do to pay him back is keep living the way I'm living, stay my ass out of jail, and keep being available when it's time to be available. That's his payback. I told him that's what I'm going to do then. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to do. And Red did so much. And, you know, I can say this because he done it for me. I don't know how other people might feel, but look at Double O. Look at all the niggas, the Outsiders. Look at everybody. Red had everybody on his albums, man. He had and this is the biggest selling artist to come out of Newark itself. Like Queen Latifah and Tretch and them, they not from Newark. Redman is the biggest artist to come out of Newark. And he had everybody from Newark on his albums. Right? Am I right? Everybody.
You're right. He that Close Your Doors, that was very big. 2 albums in a row. That was very big.
2 albums in a row. And he had me on his last 4 albums. I've been on his, even though it ain't like it was, I'm still on his albums. I'm still on his album. I'm still on every project. I'm on Muddy Waters 2. That's coming out soon. I'm on
Hopefully.
that, you know what I'm saying?
I want that. You know I want that.
Yeah. I want it. You talking about that shit forever. We done did 3 or 4 features trying to get on this Muddy Waters 2. And I think it's finally closing out. I was over his house on Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
I was down in Memorial Day to do finish off my feature. One of my features I did. I know they only gonna pick one. And and he's saying that this is it. So I guess he about to put it out. That's what we was holding off on my album. I was waiting on Redman to do the Muddy Waters too. But I think we're about to just go ahead and throw something out because we've been sitting too long.
Yeah, I hear you. True.
Yeah.
Okay.
13 Part 4 came out in October.
And Down by the River is a classic.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah. That's newer. That's a newer joint.
That's my joint.
For that and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be wise for us to talk to you about hip hop and not talk about Gov. We're going to get to that before we close out the interview. But if you want to drop any social media links, you can do that now so everybody knows how to find you.
All right, man. You already know it's Runt Dawg Gilla, RuntDawgilla. That's on Instagram, on Facebook, which I rarely go on and check, but I'm up there sometimes. It's Sharif Runt Dawg Williams. Anywhere is Runt Dawg Gilla on Twitter too. Runt Dawg Gilla. My website is runtdawg.blogspot.com. You see all my videos, all my music is up there. Everything is for free except for the album. I got a couple of links to it's still getting revenue on the album. But the other stuff is free links to everything. We got a mixtape version of the album that's free. You know what I'm saying? You just want to get it out there so people can hear it. And that's runtdawg.blogspot.com, and that's also on deadeyeenterprises.com, and it's also on redmansworld.com. Go to redmansworld.com. My whole album is up there. All my videos is up there, too, because that's what it is. That's Gilla House. And if you're trying to get that interview, bro, we could talk about that, and maybe we could get that happening sooner than you think. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, man, God's blessings. It happens. We make it happen. That's what's up. We give God the credit.
Yeah.
But to everybody out there listening, before we close out the interview and talk about my brother who passed away, I just want to say, if you find an MC that you really like, streaming is cool. Okay, it's good. But purchasing is better. And by giving an artist your money, you're not only solidifying your fact that you're going to get more music from them, you're showing them your appreciation and you're adding on to their legacy so they can give more music freely because you're sowing into them. So please, purchase is cool. I mean, streaming is cool, but purchase is the way to go. So if it's $1 for a single or $10 for a project, spend the money and give that love to your favorite artist. I bought Mr. Williams to you, and I'm going to buy the album that Runt Dawg comes out with because we support Jersey and we put our money where our mouth is. All right?
Oh, yeah, one more thing. I forgot to plug my boy Deadeye Mixtapes. Deadeye Mixtapes and Deadeye Bandcamp, too. All the albums, all the Sour Powers. We up to the third Sour Power. That's on Deadeye. That's on Deadeye's Bandcamp. You can also get it on DJ Deadeye Mixtapes too. But go to the Bandcamp. It's easier that way. And I think it's only $1. It might be $1. It might be $5. Whatever it is, it's worth it. It's like 14, 15 songs. It's unreleased songs from Wu-Tang, from Method Man. We got I think we got a little Fame up there on the joint. I know we got Rusty Jukes. Me, Rusty Jukes, and Terminology got a song called Roaches. It's funny as hell. You know what I'm saying? It's on the Slim the DJ's album, but we also got it on the Sour Power Volume 3, and me and Wayne Danger got 2 songs on Sour Power Volume 3 too. So you gotta check for those. They up there. And it's on Bandcamp, and it's good money. Good music.
All right, so Rusty Jukes, DJ Deadeye, Terminology. You gotta, if the seat is open on Heritage Hip Hop, you ready to we have an interview? Oh, you're more than welcome. All right.
Yo, what's my man name from? I'm crazy. What's my man name from Coney Island? Nims. Damn, I almost forgot Nims. You know who Nims is, right?
Nah.
Oh my God, you don't know who Gorilla Nims is, the battle rapper?
No.
I gotta put you up on him. I'll get with you after we get off the phone. I'll see you some work. But Gorilla Nims is on the album too. He on my new album, Gorilla Nims. And the name of the album is Silence Punk. And it's done. And it's done. I got to do a couple more songs, but it's done though.
The Martin joint, Silence Punk?
Yeah, Silence Punk. That's the name of the new album. And I got most of the songs done. I'm waiting on a feature from Elder Sensei. A feature from Elder Sensei. And I think I'm going to put As Is on the song. And I got to record one more full song. But I got Nims on there. See, I be forgetting stuff, man. But my bad, bro. For anybody I forgot, go ahead. My bad.
No, that's all good, man. They all welcome on Heritage Hip Hop, straight up.
True that.
So now it's time for us to do the rapid fire questions, and we're going to give honor to Gov Mattic because this is very important for me, and we're going to talk a little bit about Heritage Hip Hop in the rapid fire questions. Rapid fire questions are not yes/no questions. I want to know who you are, your depth. I don't care about what your favorite food is, your favorite color. I want to know what makes you great. Are you ready to go?
I think so.
All right, here we go. So let's start with you, and then we're going to end off on Gov Mattic, all right?
All right.
So first, what song or album is the life of Runt Dawg, but it's not an album that you made? It's somebody else's music.
It's Redman What the album?
Classic. Okay. Perfect. As a hip hop fan, a feature is something that's very special. But,
Mm-hmm.
you know, people overdo features and everybody has songs with everybody, unfortunately. But I want to know, of all the features in hip hop, who has the greatest guest 16 or feature in hip hop history to you?
The best feature. I gotta say, see, I'm being biased, but I gotta say, Redman on Hardcore.
Okay,
That's
the
the
EPMD joint.
that's the illest feature ever. Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Red, shout out to Grunt. You gonna keep it real with the team. That's what's up.
Hell yeah.
Another question. We used to do remixes in hip hop, where the remix
Mm-hmm.
is something that we did to put longevity into a song by remaking it or adding people in the song. What's the greatest remix in hip hop history to you?
The Scenario remix.
Hey, classic, man. Kid Hood, rest in peace. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My next question is, you've already done things in the industry, so I can't ask you what your dream scenario is. What I can ask you, though, is if you could build a track, who would you work with, dead or alive, with no limitations?
Corrupt Young Gotti.
All right. Shout out to Corrupt, the Horseman. Let's make it happen.
Yes, right.
I mean, okay. I want to transition this a little bit. We're going to go into Gov.
All right.
Heritage Hip Hop has the Gov Mattic Award, and I thank you and your family for letting me do this award. Heritage Hip Hop was built to tell the story of our champions in hip hop from the land of Jersey that people may not know or have no knowledge of. And Gov Mattic, the Gov Mattic Award, is given to a person who celebrates celebrates hip hop and pushes beyond the boundaries of just music. They make life better with their hip hop gifts and influences outside of the culture. How do you think Gov Mattic's influence is bigger than hip hop and it goes outside the realm of the culture?
Oh man, I'm gonna say it like this, man. Gov made me. He's the prototype of what a father is for me. He's the prototype of what a father is. I never knew my father, and this is my older brother, so he was like my father. So he's the prototype of what a father is, of what a brother is, of what a fucking producer is, of what a icon in being a man is, man, because he was my example growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I never met my father, never knew my father, I never seen him, never talked to him a day in my life. Gov Mattic is my older brother / father. So his example is what I look to every day when I look to enjoy my days. I look to emulate what Gov was doing, man. He was a family man. He had kids that, you know what I'm saying, that he never strayed away from. Not a day. He was there for him, even though he didn't have much as far as money to give him. He gave him something that money can't buy. And that's availability. The thing that Red said he wanted from me. Because I said I couldn't pay him back all the things he gave me. He told me just be available. And that's what Gov was, available.
The memory of Gov Mattic goes far beyond music, though. Whether he was doing graffiti, whether he was building tracks, because he did a track for Christina Aguilera, am I correct, or Shakira, one of them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was so, he's like, I don't know what's a great movie because he's his own man. It's like, he was the influence behind so much that people, I don't think they really understand. Tell me something that Gov Mattic influenced within the city or people or rappers in the city that made them better.
I'm going to say the art, being involved in everything as far as making your project what it is. Because Gov not only did the beats, he did the rhymes, he did the artwork and everything. He did everything, you know what I'm saying? And he did everything. He did everything. When you go on the Governor Mattic, when him and D Don split, Gov had to become his own man, you know what I'm saying? Because D Don is, and when I said something earlier, I'm dropping a clue to what I said earlier. D Don was the most influential guy in my whole neighborhood. when I was growing up, when we was growing up. D-Don was the most influential dude, and it wasn't from rap. It was just the guy he was, and Gov was his right-hand man. So Gov was in his light. So once Gov got out of D-Don's light and got his own light, he took the light that D-Don had. Gov took that light and became the most influential person around the whole hood, because you can go up Gov house on any given day and you'll go up there and see Tretch up there. You'll go up there and see fucking the Lords of the Underground up there. You'll go up there and see Lila, what's her name? Lila, the girl that be singing, I forgot her name. The girl that he did the song for. You'll go up there and see Craig Mack up his house. You know what I'm saying? You go up Gov house and see Craig Mack up there, like, yo, what the fuck is this? You see the outsiders up there, Rod Digger. You'll go up Gov house. It wasn't no telling who you was gonna see up there, because that's the kind of dude he was. Attractive dudes attract people, man. And I ain't talking about attractive like what people think. I'm just talking about a aura, attractive aura. Gov can attract people, man. That's why he was so loved, man. He was so loved because his aura was attractive. And I remember one time, I'm gonna end it with this. I was down in prison talking to my mother. My mother came to visit me, and she was like, "What do you?" She asked me, "What do I think about when I hear Gov's name?" You know what I'm saying? And I said, "That's what I want. I want to be that." I said, "That's what I want to be. I want to be what people think about when they hear Gov's name, because my name was synonymous with, you know what I mean, grime and dirt and doing shit to people. You know what I'm saying? Until I got old enough to grow out of that shit. But you know, Gov was well loved, man, well loved, and you could tell what kind of person the person was by, and it's fucked up to say this, but by the people that show up to their memorial when they pass away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because this shit was flooded. This shit was flooded with people from all over. People from way back that I haven't seen in 30 years was there. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, man. That's the thing.
Yeah. I want to say this. I've had a couple conversations with Gov, and I'm not going to lie and say we were best friends or something, but we were good. We were good with each other. And I appreciated him not only for music, of course, but as a man. My influence from Gov Mattic is Gov never settled. So if he had an opportunity to do better, he was going to look into it and want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of what heritage hip hop is. We want to teach everybody, you can do this, but you can do it better than what people expect of you. So that's why we go the extra mile for the people that we work with in heritage hip hop. So before we end this off with the final three questions, I want to just say, and may the Most High always bless the memory of Gov Mattic and the family, because no matter how hate has come my way in trying to big him up or people not understanding, it was always about respect. And thank you to your mom, thank you to thank you to you, and thank you to the family for allowing me to, because I consider him a friend. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for letting me help his name live on than just be a memory. It should live like we live right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, man. I appreciate that, and I also appreciate what's the homie's name that did the beat? Stanley Ipkiss and his wife. And all three of y'all, man. All three of y'all came through, and you know, y'all really did, man. Y'all really did touch us. Me and my family was absolutely touched by everything that y'all been doing to remember Big Bro like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anything you ever need from me, man, just let me know, and I'm there, like I said before. I might have other stuff going on, but I'm going to make sure that I'm there. I'll be there.
Well, salute, no doubt. So let's finish off with the last three questions. My next question, going back to you, is this. Runt Dawg is synonymous with lyricism. Runt Dawg's music is synonymous with real, hardcore Jersey hip-hop and beats. If Runt Dawg had to build the perfect MC outside of himself, what is he taking to make sure his legacy is the next legacy to live lyrically in hip-hop?
I would make sure that artist said things in his rhymes that was not only not too serious and funny, but not clowny. You know, you want to be humorous, but not a clown about it. And you want to be dope, real, and humorous, because at the end of the day, you're here to entertain. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to entertain through my music, to entertain. I'm not here to preach or be You know what I'm saying? To be
Yeah.
Martin Luther Kingish. I'm just
Right.
here to entertain, and I'm not gonna be somebody that I'm not because I can't. I can only be me. I'm authentic, and that's what I would want my MC that I'm building to make sure that he stay true to himself. Authenticism is the word for the day.
Word. Okay. Being very authentic. My next question is, Brick City has changed the world, whether people want to acknowledge it or not. Ross, the Honorable Mayor Ross J. Baraka, was in front of the COVID, in front of the immigration issues, and made Newark a city, a shelter city for people who are being detained and things. And he's been a vocal and political leader that stood for the people and by the people in times of need. Do It All, salute to Do It All, a winner
Yes,
of the
sir.
Gov Mattic Award, matter of fact. Do It All ran for councilman, so he showed that hip-hop has grown up and made policy a part of the hip-hop culture, not just being on the block and being an OG to people in the hood, but putting a suit on and talking to the world about hip-hop from the hood. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
How does Brick City, in your opinion, change the game and affect life on a large basis, so now people have to take notice and respect the people of Newark, New Jersey?
All right. So I'm just gonna say the consistency, right? Newark's consistency, because if you look at people like Shaquille O'Neal, you look at the biggest stars that came out of Newark, right? The biggest stars that came out of Newark. You talk to them 20 years later, what do they say? They say Brick City, right? They still give respect to their city, this city. And so many people don't give respect to the city that they come from, right? You talk to Redman. What was Redman talking about the other day when he was on Do It All show? He was talking about the city, man. He wasn't talking about no rap music. Red wasn't talking about no rap music. He was talking about standing up for the city and the people that's coming up under him, because we are the ones now. You know what I'm saying? When we were their age, we were looking to people our age to set the example. And whether they did or not, it don't make a difference. It's on us now. It's our obligation. Like yourself, the things you doing and the things that Do It All and Red and people like them are doing, y'all are all setting the standard for the people that's coming up under us. So the next generation of heritage hip hop runners and the people that's coming up to be a part of your show to make it what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? They can carry on your legacy. Heritage hip hop. I'm telling you, I talk about you, man. I've been talking about it all day. I've been gassed to do this interview. I done like 4 or 5 people had to get on my ear. I'm like, yo, man, I got an interview with Heritage Hip Hop tonight. They're like, word, that's what's up. My man K-Rock, all the way in Cali, told me to give you a salute. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
And
Thank you very much.
He working with Corrupt right now. I told you that already, though.
Yep. So I've always asked people this. This is my most important question throughout every interview. And a lot of people may hear the interview say, why didn't you say this? Why didn't you say this? Why didn't you say this? Because the door is also always welcome for you to come back. And when your next album, your project comes out, please, you have a platform that's going to salute you. We want to take the place of Rap City and Video Music Box and eventually the award shows and celebrate our people here. So if there's something that people didn't hear, it's just because the door is always welcome and Runt Dawg is always welcome to come back at any time. But on the first interview, my most important question is this. Runt Dawg one day is not going to walk the earth anymore. Your spirit's going to be taken to the Most High. And 2,000 years from now, there's going to be an earthquake, and somebody's going to find an alien box called the computer in the MP3 or something, right? And they're going to play It's Mr. Williams to You, or Friday the 13th, 1 through 7. Let's just put 7 out there, because that's the number of completion. They're going to hear the Sour series. They're going to hear all of that. And they're going to be like, yo, this shit is hot. My question is, what is the legacy that you leave behind that made the world better because you did music?
Well, I just want to make sure that whoever hear me, whenever they hear me, that I represent what I stood for, and that when they hear my lyrics, it put them in a place where my favorite artist lyrics put me. That's all I want to do. I want to put them in a state of mind of whatever song come on, whatever direction that's taking them in, I want them to be in that direction, unflawed, no second guessing, to be where you're supposed to be, and that's like a form of authenticism, like I said to you. I want my shit to be not mistaken for nothing else except for what it is. And what it is whatever your mind tells you that it is. I want my music to solidify whatever you thinking in your head is what you're doing. I want that to be what you're doing. Instead of thinking, damn, nah, well, maybe it's this or maybe it's that. Nah, my music is straightforward. That's what I want people to be, straightforward. And if you hear my shit 1,000 years from now, I want them to say, yo, that nigga was nice, and I knew what he was talking about. You know
So with that being said, y'all, be authentic and live your art and let your art be true to your spirit and your word. This is
right.
Karev with the icon of New Jersey hip-hop, Runt Dawg. And with that, we say peace, and we out.
Heritage Hip Hop, Gilla House, we out of here, man.
Thank you for listening once again to this episode of the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. This episode is brought to you by Transparent Credit Repair, the superheroes of the credit repair and financial literacy world. Please, if you're looking to open up your wallet and put money in instead of paying bills, or to clear up your credit to make sure you have a better credit score aligned, please contact Transparent Credit Repair at www.transparentcreditrepair.com, or you could call them at 862-250-5122. Tell them Heritage Hip Hop sent you. Heritage Hip Hop was made to celebrate our legacy and history of hip hop from the state of New Jersey. And talking to Runt Dawg helped us do just that. Runt is the passing of the guard of many different generations of pain and struggle put into music. And we support Runt not only for being from the state, but because his story is the hip hop story. He is the voice of those who are voiceless, who've gone through a lot, yet overcome by being true to themselves and paying homage to those who have helped them. So for everybody out there, support Runt Dawg. Make sure you get the music in. Thank you for supporting Heritage Hip Hop. To further support Heritage Hip Hop, we ask that you join us on our website, heritagehiphop.com, to see more videos, our playlist right now, the Mike Council, Our Lives Matter playlist that is reflecting what's going on in the world today through music. And we're here to support the culture by being aware and being there. We're present for you. Also, we have a store, www.storefrontier.com/heritage hip hop, for any apparel that you would like to buy. Any money that you spent goes towards building this platform. We thank you. You can support us on all social media, Instagram, Twitter. Check out our links tree out. We're all over the place. We'd like to give a shout out to the people that help make this possible. Shout out to Fatty's Place, our virtual assistant. Anyone needs your social media to pop, check out Fatty's Place at FADDYSPLACE. An MC that helps us with our marketing and promotion, Fire Jaws. You could contact him at Fire Jaws, FIREJAWS, on Instagram. You know, he's the owner of Wildfire Marketing, and he's out there helping people learn how to market, promote, and place their given talents for the world to see. We'd also like to give a shout out to Lex Diamonds of Diamonds Entertainment LLC and ADR of the Big A Show, who help us. Two other platforms that within our network have shows and that show love to the hip hop culture. To everybody out there listening, let's continue to fight against injustice and stay safe while doing it. Make sure that COVID doesn't take you out. We pray not for any more death upon our community and our people in this world. But let's continue to fight against injustice. To the families of those who are being affected by racial inequality, police brutality, and murder, our hearts go out to you, and to the community, please continue to stand strong. Our lives matter, and we matter. So for everybody out there that's fighting, please remember George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Elijah Blake, and so many others that's out there losing their lives. It is important for us to make sure we pass on a better world to our children and leave a legacy of greatness for them to be proud of when they look back at us. This fight has been going on for centuries, and it's about time we came out with a victory and gave God the glory. So with that being said, we say peace, and we're out.